Testing audio, testing.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our organizational meeting for Thursday, October the 30th, 2025, starting with our land acknowledgement. In the spirit of respect, reciprocity, and truth, we honor and acknowledge the Mokitas and the traditional Treaty 7 territory and the oral practices of the Blackfoot Confederacy, Siksika, Kainai, Piikani, Likol Nakota Nations, Chiniki, Bearspaw, Goodstoney, and Tsuut'ina Nation. We acknowledge that this territory is home to the Métis government of the Métis Nation with Alberta District 4. And finally, we acknowledge all nations, Indigenous and non, who live, work, and play on this land and who honor and celebrate this territory. This sacred gathering place provides us with an opportunity to engage in and demonstrate leadership on reconciliation, and we are honored to have you join us on Treaty 7 territory. Moving to our approval of the agenda, today is a organizational meeting, so it's pretty legislatively prescribed as to what happens at our organizational meeting. So first of all, looking to council and administration, if there's any additions to the agenda. I don't believe there are today. No additions. Okay. Can I have the motion, please, to approve the agenda? Thank you. Councillor Randhawa.
Thank you, Your Worship. Good morning, everyone. Council approved the October 30th, 2025 organizational meeting of Council agenda as presented.
Comments, questions? Call for the vote. And that's carried unanimously. Thank you. Councillor Narayan is unable to join us today. So just acknowledging that he's unable to join due to other commitments here today. So we'll just be the six of us proceeding with today's meeting. With regards to the next item on our agenda, I believe I mentioned everything. I just want to say again, thank you to the residents of Chestermere for the mandate that you have given to this council and the strong mandate that we have to move forward for the next 4 years. And I believe that I can speak for all of council when we say we're excited and very much looking forward to the opportunity to build on the foundation that we had created over the previous term and looking forward to moving forward and finding success here over the next 4 years. Do want to provide opportunity to any other councillors if they want to offer any opening remarks here at the organizational meeting. Awesome. Thank you. So with that, we'll move into the business of the day. So we have our council overview. First of all, we're starting with item 4.1, which is policy 837, elected officials remuneration and expenses policy. I cannot say that word. So all morning when I can't say it. I can't, Councillor Warzanowski, I have an easier time with your name than I do with that word. So I call it the how we get paid and do expenses policy. So with that is being presented by Miss Vanessa Vandermeer, Manager of Legislative Services. Good morning.
Good morning, Council, and welcome back. It's great to see all of you back here. This morning's policy for 837 elected officials remuneration and expense policy. The current recommendations to council, I would like you to actually disregard, and that we are just to approve the policy as presented. We can always bring it back at a later date for any changes that we may needed. That is basically it for me today on this one.
Great. Thank you. Mr. Edney.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor Dean. And again, welcome back to all of council. It's great to see you all here again. Just a reminder, you did review this back in January. So that's why the request right now is you had made some changes back in January. We'll just kind of approve it, move on. If we want to look at it again, we can do that at a later date.
Yeah, because to confirm, as I said in my opening remarks for today's meeting, organizational meetings very much have a legislative structure to them. There are items that you have to cover with regards to organizational meetings, and the how we get paid and do expenses policy is one of those policies that has to be done at the organizational meeting, which is why this is being brought forward here today. So with that, I believe we're just looking for a motion to accept for information.
That's
then?
correct.
Would that be correct? Okay. Can I have the motion to accept for information, please? Councillor Randhawa.
Thank you, Your Worship. Council accept policy number 837 being the elected official remuneration and expensive policy for information.
I think Councillor Warzanowski should have taken this one. Any comments or questions from council with regards to the policy or the motion? Councillor Warzanowski.
Thank you, Mayor Dean. Just curious if we should set a date on when we want to review this for subsequent years, if that's council's idea.
Yeah, so this one will come back. This one will come back. It has to come back basically in the last year of ours as per policy. That's why we had to review it back in January. So it will for sure come back, and then we could bring it back at any time if we had wanted to. But as per policy, it would come back at that time. Councillor Warzanowski?
Yes, thank you, Mayor Dean. My only question to council is, do we want to bring it back sooner than 4 years? That's all.
Ms. Vandermeer?
Actually, it states every 2 years we bring it
oh,
back. Halfway at our
It's in there.
midterm
Okay.
to bring it
I think that's acceptable, and we could decide how we want to bring it back, whether we do it by committee or otherwise. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Any other comments, questions from council with regards to the policy? Call for the vote. And that's carried unanimously. Thank you very much. Item 4.2, bylaw 001-24, being the procedural bylaw overview, also being presented by Ms. Vanessa Vandermeer, Manager of Legislative Services.
Good morning again to Mayor and Council. So there's just a couple changes that we need to address today. And then throughout the bylaw, you will see other changes that we can discuss again at the GAP meeting in December. But the ones that are mandatory that need to be changed are page 23, 3.2, the definition of FOIP, where actually it was moved up to, I think it's number 2 on the section 3. 4.2.5, page 27 has been changed as well. 4.5.1, which is page 28, has been changed to refer to the Act, which is the Municipal Government Act. 4.15, it does has been changed as well, is public participation. We will want to update this a bit more in the future because I believe there's some more changes coming, but that is on page 31. I did add public input on page 31 under 5.1.6. That is page 31 at the bottom. The FOIP of 7.14.1 was changed. That is page 40, and the one below it as well is page 40. Another FOIP related is page 46. That has also been changed. And then 17.1.3 on page 49. There was a question on it. Should it say motion to reconsider or not? Notice of motion, and I believe that has been corrected as well. And then this is up to council on this one on page 49 of 8.17 3.2 and 8.17 1.1. Do you feel that they contradict each other? My suggestion is that they don't. One refers to if an election is called, then it is no longer valid, where the other one refers to as in the now. Also, discussion on for today's date was the 4.1.5.3, 5.221, and 5.222 regarding the deputy mayor. We're to be changing it to 8 months instead of 4 months. It also has a highlight on the bottom of one of the pages that refers to the 5.222. I believe it's at the bottom of the 4.1.53 that states it, and that has also been changed in the bylaw. Any questions?
Yeah, so just as an update for public and for council. So within the bylaw, it talks about the idea that at the organizational meeting, you make any necessary changes that are needed for the procedural bylaw. So the necessary changes are the ones that have been highlighted so far, and part of the reason why some of these are necessary is just changing FOIP Act, right? It's no longer called FOIP. It's now called ATIA. And so there's been a change there, as well as we are going to be changing, obviously, the deputy mayor process as has been outlined. And so kind of what we've done is we've kind of administration, working with administration to prepare for today, we created basically 3 categories of changes. So category 1 is all the necessary changes that we have to do today in order to bring our bylaw basically in line with any provincial legislative changes, as well as what we're about to do with deputy mayor here in a few minutes. So category 1 was what we have to do. Category 2 was what we might end up doing, and because of what we're going to be doing with deputy mayor, that became a necessary change. The third category is we are realizing, even as soon as this morning, that there are other bylaws that are affected by this bylaw. So instead of doing a full comprehensive change today, the recommendation is that we don't do that. That what we do today is we only make the necessary changes, and then this bylaw is going to come back to us at GAP on December 2nd. On December 2nd. So this is going to come back to us at GAP on December 2nd, then with a full review of the 3 readings either later in December, but more likely in January, giving every department a chance to review. That's correct. That pretty much captures our conversation from awesome. Okay, questions, Councillor Schindler.
Hi, I just had a quick comment. I'm trying to just make sure that that's the only one where it says in section 8.10.1. It just says highlighted. This is really pedantic, but it says. It's highlighted ADA Act or POPA Act. We don't need a second act. It's ADA stands for, or the last letter in those 2 acronyms.
That's
is
fine.
Act. That's it. Pedantic, but thank you.
Okay, Councillor Grant.
Thank you, Mayor. In reviewing this, I noticed that it often just restates rules of the Act. And I wonder if that's normal, or if a bylaw should just have the supplemental points to it instead of just restating the verbiage from the Act as it is already law. So I'm just wondering why we're restating it in our bylaws.
Ms. Vandermeer?
Through the chair to Councillor Grant. That's actually a really good question. Normally, you would either do the full name or refer to the Act. We do have it in the definitions of the Act, so that individuals that are wanting to make sure that we're actually following policy and bylaw correctly, they can refer back to the section of the Act that is needed.
Okay. Yeah, I just in my opinion, to clean it up a little bit, it might be nice to, the Act is already law, and the bylaw should be supplemental to the law. So it just shouldn't restate the law again, in my opinion. That's a big task. I understand that. That's not something I need to have cleaned up today, but I think as we review these, that's something we should keep in mind.
Yeah, so I think too that can be a keep in mind, like I said, for the December piece, right? As we go through, because we're, like I said, we're going to do like a much more comprehensive review of this at the December 2nd GAP meeting. Ms. Vandermeer?
If I can also suggest, if council, while you're reviewing, if you have suggestions ahead of time, that you could send them to me, and then I can make a list of them so that they're ready, so that we can address them and we have in line, so we're not jumping through pages. That'd be great.
So procedurally then, how are you wanting us to make a motion for each of the changes that you're recommending right now? Or is it one motion? How would you like to see that done?
I believe we put it as one motion.
Well, it'd be first reading.
First reading,
Right.
and then with the amendments.
Perfect.
And then second, move to third and final, and third reading.
Okay, thank you. You good? Okay. Can I have a counselor make the following motion then for first reading? Counselor Sambo.
Thank you, Your Worship, and good morning. I move that council give first reading to bylaw 012-25, being the procedural amendment bylaw, with the following amendments. Section 4.1.5.3, 5.2.2.1, and 5.2.2.2. Amend the wording to allow for the deputy mayor to be up to 8 months. Change the reference from FOIP to Access of Information Act and Protection of Privacy Act throughout the bylaw, and section 5.1.6. Add or wishes to speak during public input.
Thank you. The one amendment that I have there as I'm looking, I'm wondering if, so in our agenda package, 5.2.2.2 says the rotation shall be determined by alphabetical order or reverse. We're actually not going to be doing that.
That's correct.
So-
I'll remove that.
So we need to amend that then.
Yes.
So should we pass first reading with the, and
And then at the second reading, put that in for another.
put that, the amendment in? Okay. Councilor Worzanowski?
Thank you, Mayor Dean. I'm just looking at the proposed arrangements that is not currently in this motion. I wonder if it should be added to this motion before we go to vote, and that is under section 4.1.3 regarding the random selection of seating arrangements. Because right now we're not sitting in a random spot. We are sitting in our original spots with the full incumbency as re-elected. So question to council and through our chair administration to you, Ms. Vandermeer. Do we want to add that to this procedural bylaw overview now? Because we are now newly elected and theoretically should be choosing our seats by random draw unless we modify our procedural bylaw.
Mr. Edney?
Oh, is it to Mr. Edney? Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor Dean. Yeah, I would recommend you change that right now because you're right. We didn't actually follow that procedure of drawing from hats. Maybe we could consider some wording along the lines of, or other means as agreed to by council.
That'd be simple, or by unanimous decision, or if a full incumbency was reelected or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we should do is let's call for the vote here on first reading with these amendments. Then we'll go to second reading, and then we'll make
Some more? Perfect.
add the amendments that we're talking about right now.
like
So we've got this one with no changes. So these are the first set of amendments that are being made. Any other comments, questions on these particular amendments? Basically, again, we're going to be doing 2 more readings here. Okay, call for the vote for first reading. Okay, that's carried unanimously. Can I have a motion to give second reading with the following amendments? Yeah, and then we're going to start listing the amendments. Thank you. Can I have a councillor make the following motion, please? Councillor Worzanowski.
I motion council give a second reading to bylaw number 12-25 being the procedural amendment bylaw with the following amendments.
Okay, awesome. So what we're going to do is then Councillor Worzanowski will restate the motion here in a moment after we make all the amendments. So Councillor Worzanowski, I'll leave your mic on here for a moment. Do you want to speak to the suggestion that you had for the wording for that?
Yes, under section 4.1.3, just trying to get a feel from council, since we have all been reelected and seem to enjoy where we're seating, we should amend our procedural bylaw such that our seating arrangements are not selected by random draw. Our CAO, Kent Edney, suggested that we do it by agreed terms under city council. Do we want to make sure that do we want to, just out to council, should we write in something that is, or as agreed by council by unanimous decision, or should we suggest that we just keep our seats because we've been all reelected as a fully complemented reelected incumbency?
So we could very much simplify this
Yeah.
if we just take out the wording drawing names. And all I mean by that is we just leave it up to the CAO. So if we just take out drawing
That
names,
too, yeah.
if we could totally simplify this, right? And then it's just up to the CAO.
The reason why I would suggest that we do not do that is random draw is fair. And if, let's say, we don't like our seats and 6 people out of 7 want to keep them, now it's up to the CEO to break that that maybe the disagreement between 6 and that 7th councillor. So we should, as councillors, decide how we sit, even if it's by random draw. We can give that power to the CAO, but if the CAO, now he's going to have to talk to every single car. Are you guys okay with sitting where you're sitting? Do you want to change? Now he's going to be put in a position where he's going to have to decide whether he goes random draw or keeps everybody in their existing seats. If you are fine making that decision, CAO, then I'm fine with the proposal from the mayor.
So here's what I'm suggesting for simplicity's sake, because I really don't want to get bogged down too long in this.
No.
This bylaw is coming back to us in December. If we make the
Okay, then let's leave it that
if
way,
we make
guys.
the simple change
Yep.
right now of by the chief administrator or their designate,
Yeah.
and then we can bring this back in December and
Clean it up.
clean it up.
I'm fine with that.
Just it gets us through today.
Perfect.
Okay, Ms. Vandermeer?
My suggestion, sorry, through the chair, my suggestion would be that the first suggestion you had made is that, and after it says designate drawing names or by council's unanimous consent. Right, so for the changing, instead of having the CAO, it would be a simple change instead.
Mr. Edney?
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Edney?
Sorry, thank you, Mayor Dean. I was going to say, let's just go with your suggestion of just make this quick change right now, and we'll find appropriate wording that applies going forward for this section.
Okay.
But I do like Vanessa's suggestion of something or by unanimous council consent.
Yeah,
Agreed.
But I think we just bring it back in December.
Bring that in December with
we
the
know
other
what's coming.
changes. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. The other one then that I had was under 5.2.2.2 would be, I apologize, there it is, that we change the wording from the rotation shall be determined by alphabetical order or reverse alphabetical order of the councillors' names. So we're going to remove that. I'll give Josh a minute to catch up there. And replace it with, thank you, replace it with by random draw. So it's already changed to 8 months, right? Because we did that in first reading. So in second reading, we're just making that change so that, because that's what we're about to do. Ms. Vandermeer?
Through the chair to council. So do we still want that First Amendment then? Or are we going to leave it, take it out and just make your changes after?
Which one?
Amendment, remove drawing names.
No,
Are we
No,
leaving it?
that has, so yes, we're leaving that. We're
Right,
taking
we're
out the
leaving it?
drawing names. And we're just saying it's by the decision of the CAO for today.
Okay,
The CAO, it sounds to me, I don't want to put words in his mouth. The CAO has made the decision for today's meeting that he's going to leave the seating arrangement the same, and then council will make a different, possibly make different decisions on December the 2nd.
That's what I
But the CAO has determined, by the power invested in him after the second reading, that we're leaving the seating arrangement the same, correct?
thank you for the clarification.
Yeah,
Once third
Yeah.
reading is fine.
okay. Okay. Are there any other amendments here for second reading? Okay. With that, Councilor Worzanowski, can I get you to restate your motion, please?
Thank you, Mayor Dean. I will gladly restate the motion. Council gives second reading to bylaw number 12-25 being the procedural amendment bylaw with the following amendments. Amend section 4.1.3, remove the words drawing names from that section. Amend section 5.2.2.2, remove the words shall be determined by alphabetical order or reverse alphabetical order of the councillors' last names, and replace those words with by random draw.
Okay. Any other comments, questions from council? Call for the vote. That's carried unanimously. Thank you. To do third reading, we just need a motion, a unanimous vote to move to third reading. Can I have a councillor make the following motion, please? Councillor Schindler?
I move that council give permission to proceed with third and final reading of bylaw number 012-25 being the procedural amendment bylaw.
Great, thank you. Comments, questions? Call for the vote. And that's carried unanimously. Thank you. And then finally, can I, I apologize, can I have a counselor make the motion to give third and final reading to bylaw 012-25? Counselor Randhawa.
Thank you, Your Worship. I move that the council give third and final reading to bylaw number 012-25, being the procedural amendment bylaw.
Comments, questions from council? Call for the vote. And that's carried unanimously. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so we have an updated procedural bylaw, which now gives us the opportunity to move to what we're going to do with deputy mayor position. So now moving on to deputy mayor appointments. This is being presented by Josh E., legislative assistant 2.
Good morning, Mayor and Council. Josh Stanislaw here to present the Stanislaw, yeah.
I think you say it differently every time.
No. How do I? I've lived with this my whole life.
Don't be dramatic.
Maybe it just sounds different to you guys. So I'm here today to present the deputy mayor rotation schedule. As previously discussed, we have changed the terms to 8 months, which is different from the RFD that I have submitted to the agenda, but we're prepared for that. So now the deputy mayor rotation schedule will be 8 months with, and that means that each councillor will have one term to be deputy mayor. So we will determine that by drawing names. And for that, and then that person will draw the next name to be deputy mayor. So do we do that after or before?
Right now.
Okay, yeah.
So, so I just want to, on behalf of council, just speak to this for a minute. As part of our orientation process, all of council felt that it was important that everybody have an opportunity to serve as deputy mayor. And so then it became about, well, how do we want to go about doing this? And so council has coming forward, working with administration on this proposal for 8-month terms and then with the draw. So just as has been outlined, it's going to happen is I'm going to draw the first name and then whoever I draw will draw the next name, except for the awkward spot when Councillor Ryan gets drawn, because then he can't draw. So I will also draw on behalf of Councillor Ryan, should his name be drawn. But when your name is drawn, then you'll draw the next name. Okay? So, and then we'll get the DM order here. So, first, Deputy Mayor, kicking us off. And if it's Councillor Grant, it'll be amazing. He's shaking his head down there. Amazing. Councillor Ryan, it was going to be...
Deputy Mayor Ryan.
So, well, what's good is for the rest of this meeting, I don't have to remember to say a different name. So that worked out quite well for me. Second deputy mayor will be Councillor Schindler. So, Councillor Schindler will draw the next name. Yeah, there you go.
Councillor Sandbo.
Councillor Sandbo.
Rob Worzanowski.
Councillor Worzanowski.
I don't know which one it is. Yeah, you do. Councillor Kiran Randhawa.
Councillor Randhawa. I wonder who it's going to be. I want it to be any other name than Grant right now, just because I think that would be funny.
Councillor Marie Grant.
And Councillor Grant. Awesome. Thank you. So, going back to Josh, I believe then what we're going to do is it will be for 8 months ish. And what we mean by that is we will align them with council meetings. right? So it will be for 8 months, but it's 8 months-ish. So there might be a couple days difference, if you will, in them. But we'll do exactly what we did last term on the 4-month rotation, in that at the end of that term, it will happen at a council meeting where it will automatically rotate. So I believe what we can do, unless, because I don't think we have the dates according to when the council meeting.
No, right now I only have the dates based on 8 months.
Yeah.
An actual 8 months.
So can we make a motion to direct administration to bring back the deputy mayor rotation schedule to the November 4th council meeting? Is that okay? Because I mean, yeah. Okay.
I mean, I think you can approve the order they go in.
No, we're going to approve the order, but I think it would be good to make the schedule public.
Yeah, we'll bring the public back.
Yeah.
Or bring the schedule back.
Yeah.
So I would approve the rotation.
First.
And direct administration to bring the schedule back on the
Okay, so can I have a motion, please, to approve the deputy mayor rotation schedule? 8 months being the term. Okay, do we want to put on the motion the order? Okay, so number one is Councillor Ritesh Narayan, or Councillor Narayan. 2 is Councillor Schindler. 3 is Councillor Sambo. 4 is Councillor Warzanowski. 5 is Councillor Randawa. And for the first time in his life getting to go last, it will be Councillor Grant. Awesome. Councillor Sambo.
Thank you, Your Worship. I move that council adopt the deputy mayor rotation schedule with 8 months being the term length as outlined in bylaw number 012-25 being the procedural amendment bylaw. Councillor Narayan, Councillor Schindler, Councillor Sandbo, Councillor Warzanowski, Councillor Rantawa, Councillor Grant.
Comments, questions from council? Call for the vote. That's carried unanimously. Thank you. And then the second motion, Council Direct Administration to bring back the deputy mayor rotation schedule. And then, yep. Can I have a councillor make the following motion, please? Councillor Schindler.
I move that council direct administration to bring back the deputy mayor rotation schedule on the November 4th, 2025 regular meeting of council.
Is that specific enough, like including the dates of change, or is that specific enough? Good. Okay. Comments, questions of council? Call for the vote. And that's carried unanimously. Thank you. Moving on now, 4.4, the 2026 council meeting dates, also being presented by Joshua Escalante.
Estanislao.
Hey, I took a swing.
You took a stab
I took a
at
swing.
it.
I think I was in the ballpark.
The S was was correct.
All right.
The S
The
part.
S was correct. The
S.
rest of it,
Yeah.
totally incorrect. I started with an E.
you go.
Legislative assistant too. The 2026 councillor calendar. Josh.
Awesome. Good morning again, everyone. Josh Estanislao, presenting the 2026 Chestermere Council calendar. First of all, before I start, I'd like to note that in the agenda that was published, the dates on the RFD states 2025, but all of it should be 2026, but the dates should be correct. So that's just a minor change over there. So just some background. According to bylaw 001-24 and now amended by 012-25, council must set dates and times for the regular meeting of councils and governance and priorities committee meetings at every organizational meeting of council. So administration has drafted a 2026 draft Chestermere Council calendar. The proposed calendar will include the following meetings on the following dates, which can be seen on the attachment on the screen or in the agenda package. The proposed calendar also accommodates for a break for council in the month of August, as is a tradition over here. Furthermore, as per council's request, there are no meetings scheduled during the week of Stampede, which is from July 3 to 12, along with FCM, which is June 4 to 7, as well as the AB Munis, which is from September 23 to 25. The composition of this calendar is the same as our last year's calendar, with the second and fourth week being regular meeting of council, and the first and third being the gap, but only when it works out to one gap per month and a 1 week break for council. And then just for the recommended motion to adopt this proposed calendar, or you guys can amend it with some changes if you guys want.
I also noticed too that I took into account to not have a council meeting the day after our long weekend.
Yes, that was one of the things that we did in this calendar. Yeah.
Awesome. I wanted to just say thank you for picking up on some of those concerns that we had learned from last year, i.e. Stampede, picking up on that and also taking into account when FCM and when AB Munis was. So I just want to say thank you to administration for that forward thinking and looking ahead, as that's going to be really important moving forward. So thank you for that, Mr. Edney.
Thank you, Mayor Dean. We also did consider the MCMC summit as well in February. So
Thank you. I
like with
appreciate
that
that.
either.
Yeah, just a quick note on that. The MCMC summit will be for mayors and councillors, and so it's an opportunity for the newly elected to come together to learn more about the work of MCMC, and so that will be for councillors and mayors will be invited to that summit. Okay, with that, can I have the motion to adopt the proposed 2026 council calendar? Councillor Randhawa.
Thank you, Your Worship. I move that the council adopt the proposed 2026 Chestermere Council calendar as presented.
Comments, questions from council? Call for the vote. And that's carried unanimously. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, now moving on to boards and committees, terms of reference and reports presented by Emily White, Legislative Assistant 2. Good morning.
Good morning, Mayor and Council. I'm Emily White. I'm Legislative Assistant 2, and today I'm going to be presenting the boards and committees terms and reference. So on the October 7th Governance and Priorities Committee meeting, the committee got together and was able to review all their current boards and committees and able to review and evaluate them. The committee went through a number of committees and was able to have, at length, great discussions on all of them. And at this time, administration is just looking for direction on what boards and committees council would like to keep and what they would like to continue serve on, and if there's any that they think are no longer relevant and would serve Chestermere.
Thank you. With that, I think the only one, we're going to have a new one that's going to be coming forward that I think we're going to have a motion prepared for that's ready to go. The only one that I think the council is looking at not appointing a councillor to that where we previously did was for the airport authority. And our recommendation would be and I think that this would be done as a recommendation, not a direction. Our recommendation would be that administration appoint somebody to the airport authority. And so I would like to do that as a motion, but it's a recommendation, not a direction. So should you choose not to, it's only a recommendation. But I do think that there would be value in us having a staff member as a part of that particular committee. Councillor Warzanowski.
Thank you, Mayor Dean. And if that recommendation is not considered, then at least we get the updates presented to council at a future date. I don't know if that needs to be part of the motion, but we certainly need to be updated on what's happening in our skies above Chestermere.
Mr. Edney.
Thank you, Mayor Dean. If council would like to have representation on that, I would actually suggest you make that motion
Do it as a
for
direction.
administration to appoint.
We'll do it as a direction.
Again, just from a process point of view, I will do what you ask, but if you formally have asked, it gives you that legislative, I guess, backup. If
Well, then
for
that's
some
what-
reason I wasn't here or whatever.
That's fair.
Right.
Okay, then I think that's what we'll do. Okay, so I guess, okay, looks like we're going to tackle this one first. Thank you. So can I, Councillor Sambo?
Thank you, Your Worship. I would like to make this motion. Could we add something to the motion, please, to say "and not appoint a member of council," just so it's clear?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you're making the motion, so.
Yeah.
Mr. Edney?
Thank you, Mayor Dean. I would suggest it read council not appoint a member of council and direct administration to appoint a staff member.
Okay.
Because it's not administration appointing the council members, if that makes sense.
Thank you, Mr. Edney.
Okay, Ms. Sambo? Councillor Sambo?
I move that council not appoint a member of council and direct administration to appoint a staff member to the Airport Community Consultative Committee.
Comments, questions from council? The only comment I would have then is to administration, then we would then look to have those updates coming back to GAP meetings like we do with our other committees. Yes? Okay, great. Any other comments, questions from council? Call for the vote. Great, thank you, and that's carried unanimously. Okay, with that, looking to Ledge Services, what order do you want to go in for committees? Ms. Vandermeer?
Thank you through the chair to council. If we can go through the list that you had previously provided is how we've done it through our.
Yes, you just want to bring them up,
Yep.
and
we
we'll
will.
just handle them as they come?
Perfect.
Okay, perfect, sounds good. Okay, so first one, Ledge Services. Great, effective October, yeah, okay. So council, if your name is on the committee, don't make the motion. Okay, so first of all, if if your name is on the motion, you will not be making the motion. We're going to make this motion, and then right after we make this motion, I'm going to explain some legislative process parts with it to see if we need to amend the motion. So can I have a councillor make the following motion, please? Councillor Randhawa.
Thank you, Your Worship. Council appoint Mayor Dean to the Mayor's Task Force for Non-Profit effective October 30th, 2025 until the October 2026 organizational meeting of council.
Great, thank you. So quick comment here before moving forward. So our current committee's bylaw says that every council committee, so these are council committees, these are different than our public committees. Council committees must have, I just realized another mistake that's on this motion. I apologize. This should not be Mayor's Task Force. This should be the Not-for-Profit Committee. Because we were going to change the terms of reference for this. Councillor Randhawa, can I get you to make a motion to... Well, I don't think that's a significant change, though. Because she could just restate, or should she withdraw, then restate? Withdraw. Councillor Warzanowski, Councillor Randhawa, can I get you to make a motion to withdraw your motion, please, Councillor Randhawa?
Sure, I can. So I have to again restate it? Or?
No, you just make a motion.
I would like to, I motion that to withdraw my motion.
Great, thank you. Call for the vote. That's carried unanimously. Sorry, guys. That's on me. I apologize. So, council appoint Mayor Dean to the Not-for-Profit Committee. And then I'll explain what else is happening here while Legislative Services is making that change. So our current committee bylaw states that there must be a minimum of 2 councillors on every council appointed committee. Again, this is different than public committees. Public committees are their own entity and we deal with them differently. But when it comes to council committees, such as this one, it says minimum of 2. What that means is that if we only appoint one today, that committee cannot start meeting until we have 2 people on it. So either we appoint the 2 people today, or at a subsequent council meeting, we can add somebody else, or at a subsequent council meeting, we change our committee bylaw. The recommendation from administration today, I believe, is that we not change our committee bylaw today, because one of the things that we've been trying to move away from is kind of last minute changes, especially on things like a bylaw. So it's okay to make a motion. It's okay to make a last minute change on a motion, those sorts of things. That is not what we're talking about. But when we're talking about adding 3 readings and not giving administration time to prep for that, because what it would mean is the creation basically of an entire new bylaw to make that change, as in what we just did with our procedural bylaw. So just so we are aware, if only 1 person remains on here, then so procedurally, there's a few things that I would recommend. Number 1, we could make the motion as is, go through, see how everything else shakes out in terms of where people are sitting on committees, and then we can make another motion to add somebody to this committee. Or somebody can step up to be on this committee now, or nobody steps up to be on, and we're going to have a couple more of these coming, or nobody steps up to be on that committee. And then either we change the bylaw, or that committee can't meet until a councillor decides to step up. Councillor Randhawa.
Thank you, Your Worship. I will put my name forward for this committee for nonprofit.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. So can we make that change on the, okay, so council appoint Mayor Dean and Councillor Randhawa? But she hasn't made the motion yet. Okay, so now can I have a councillor make the following motion, please? Councillor Schindler.
I move that council appoint Mayor Dean and Councillor Randhawa to the Not-for-Profit Committee effective October 30th, 2025 until the October 2026 organizational meeting of council.
Great, thank you. Comments, questions? Call for the vote. Great, thank you. I would like to then, with that, we'll have to do this again for the rec committee. I would like to do a motion, and Josh, if you could help me out here with how fast you type, it's amazing. So this will be a new motion. Council Direct Administration to redraft the terms of reference for the Mayor's Task Force for Not-for-Profits to reflect Not-for-Profit Committee. On that, this work's already been done. So I do know that the CSS department already did this work. I think it was already presented. I think it was part of actually of our package that was at the organizational meeting back, not the organizational meeting, I apologize, the GAP meeting back in October. So I think we already have it. We just need to formally do that. So I think what we need this motion to make that happen. Okay, can I have a councillor make the following motion, please? Councillor Schindler.
I move that council direct administration to redraft the terms of reference for the Mayor's Task Force for Nonprofits to reflect the name Not-for-Profit Committee.
Great, thank you. Comments, questions from council? Call for the vote. Great, thank you. Okay, now we go to the second committee. Okay, so for this one here, what has happened is we know that we have more councillors who are wanting to be on this committee than positions available for the committee. So the way legislatively then that we are going to handle this is Legislative Services, Emily has prepared secret ballots. And so what will happen is she's going to hand out those ballots to us now. And council, you will, by secret ballot, vote on the 3 councillors that you would like to see on this committee. So you're voting for 3 counselors to be on this committee. Then those votes will be tallied. And then administration will let us know which 3 counselors are going to be on that based on that vote. Correct, listeners? I think I got that right. Okay, so can we have those handed out, please, to council? And then my recommendation is after we vote, we move on to the next committee. Give you guys time to tally those votes. Okay.
An X within the circles, please.
No plus signs?
No plus signs, no check marks, no squigglies, no numbers.
This is complete.
Can you just put an X in the circle?
Put any kind of mark in the circle.
Yeah.
How do we know who
Shannon.
wants to be on?
Hey, Shannon.
The ballots don't say just who wanted.
Sorry, can we take a quick recess, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take a quick recess. process for our position here for the three councillors that are going to be serving on our recreation committee. And I believe that during the recess, administration had a moment to be able to tally those votes. Is that correct? So then what we're going to be doing is the results then will be what we're going to do is just on the screen we'll be posting the three councillors. Is that correct? Or Emily, are you announcing what? Is that what we're doing? Okay, so Emily, can you let us know, please, who the three councillors that will be serving on this committee are?
Yes, thank you for your patience while we tallied up those votes. So for the Task Force for Recreation, Councillor Grant, Councillor Narayan, and Councillor Sambo will be serving on this committee until the 2026 organizational meeting.
Great, thank you. So then can I have a councillor not named Grant, Narayan, or Sambo? Oh, should this also then say Deputy Mayor since he's now been named Deputy Mayor? So this would be Deputy Mayor Narayan, thank you. Okay, can I have a councillor not named Grant, Narayan, or Sambo read the following motion, please? Councillor Schindler.
I move that council appoint Councillor Grant, Deputy Mayor Narayan, and Councillor Sambo to the Mayor's Task Force for Recreation effective October 30th, 2025 until the October 2026 organizational meeting of council.
Comments, questions from council? Call for the vote. And that's carried unanimously. Thank you. Next, please. Oh, sorry. And then, can we go back, please? Okay, I would like to, same thing, I'd like to make a motion. Council Direct Administration to change the terms of reference for the Mayor's Task Force for Recreation to reflect Recreation Committee. Can I have a councillor make the following motion, please? Councillor Grant.
Thank you, Mayor. I move that Council direct administration to change the terms of reference for the Mayor's Task Force for Recreation to reflect the name change, to reflect the name Recreation Committee.
Comments, questions of council? Call for the vote. That's carried unanimously. Thank you. Next one, please. Currently we have one councillor, and again, then that would mean that this this particular committee would not be able to meet until we have a second one appointed. So before proceeding, do we have another councillor that would wish to be on this committee? Okay, so then what we will do is we will make the motion and then subsequent meeting either change the bylaw or have another councillor be added to this committee. So can I have a, so first of all, can we make the change to Deputy Mayor, please? Councillor Sambo.
Thank you, Your Worship. I don't think that I have capacity to stay on this committee long term, but I know there is some business that needs to get done right away, so I would put my name forward in the interim.
Thank you, appreciate it. And then within that interim, at any point, we can make a change to a committee appointment. Thank you, Councillor Sambo, for doing that. So, can I have a councillor make the following motion, please? Councillor Randhawa.
Thank you, Your Worship. The council approved appointment Deputy Mayor Narayan and Councillor Sambo to the Grant Adjudication Committee effective October 30th, 2025 until the October 26th organizational meeting of council.
Comments, questions from council? Call for the vote. Councilor Wojciechowski. There we go. That's carried unanimously. Thank you. Next appointments, please. Chesapeake Economic Development Advisory Committee. Can I have a councillor make the following motion, please? Councillor Schindler.
I move that council appoint Councillor Wojciechowski and Councillor Grant to the Chestermere Economic Development Advisory Committee effective October 30th, 2025 until the October 2026 organizational meeting of council.
Comments, questions from council? Call for the vote. That's carried unanimously. Thank you. Next one, please. Can I have a councillor make the following motion, please? Councillor Worzanowski.
Thank you, Mayor Dean. I move that council appoint Councillor Sandbo and Councillor Randawa as the alternate to the community. No, it just can potentially be interpreted as they're both alternates. Yes. I'll restate the motion. I motion that council appoint Councillor Sandbo and have Councillor Randawa as the alternate to the Community Futures Wild Rose Board effective October 30th, 2025 until October 2026, our organizational meeting of council.
Comments, questions from council? Call for the vote. That's carried unanimously. Thank you. Chestermere Library Board, I believe, is next. Can I have a councillor make the following motion, please? Councillor Randawa.
Thank you, Your Worship. I move that the council appoint Councillor Schindler and Councillor Sambo to the Chestermere Library Board effective October 30th, 2025 until the October 2026 organizational meeting of council.
Comments, questions from council? Councillor Sambo.
Thank you, Your Worship. I don't feel too strongly about this, but I would like to suggest that the term not be until the organizational meeting of council, because this is a legislative position where we sit as board members, not as councillors. Of course, you always have your council hat on. So I would prefer if the term was the same as other library board members who were appointed, which I believe says for a term of 1 year or something like that, when other board members are appointed.
Sorry. Councillor, does anybody else have a comment on that they want to make? Councillor Worzanowski.
Thank you, Mayor Dean, and to Councillor Sandbo's point, to keep the motion maybe clean, because we don't know if it's a year, or if we do, or maybe just whenever there's term is up for re-election for the library board, to match the library re-election term.
Councillor Sambo.
Thank you, Your Worship, through you to Councillor Worzanowski. The terms are 1, 2, or 3 years, and I believe the public members are appointed till December 31st.
Thank you. So my feeling on this is because it is 1, 2, or 3, and because we do this as a council every year, I think we should provide the opportunity for other councillors that may wish to be on this board. And so we can open this up and have a subsequent motion here to debate the term and then vote on it. My feeling is that the motion should stand as stated. So Councillor Sambo, if you would like to make a motion then it would be a motion to amend. Just trying to think through how to do this. Yeah, well, no, because it would. I guess you could sever it because it's two different parts. It depends. I guess, Councillor Sambo, to that point, do you want to put it to a vote? So what I'm asking, sorry, specifically is, you're suggesting that the appointment should go till December 31st. I'm suggesting just leave it as is, because then we would, if we want to change the councillor, then we'd have to do it again in January. And so I'm suggesting that we leave all of our council, because we leave all of our council appointments consistent. So if you want to put that to a vote, then we would just need a motion to do so. Councillor Sambo.
Thank you, Your Worship. I do think it is more proper to go to December 31st, the same as the terms as the other members. However, I think it's an extremely low risk thing. So if others are feeling strongly that it should, for administrative purposes, be until the organizational meeting next year, I'm okay with that. I don't need a motion.
Okay, so we're not making a motion, then we're voting on this motion. Okay, so with that, Call for the vote. That's carried unanimously. Thank you. Marigold board appointments in. Can I have a councillor make the following motion, please? Councillor Randall.
Thank you, Your Worship. Council appoint Councillor Schindler to the Marigold Library System Board effective October 30th, 2025 until the October 2026 organizational meeting of Council.
Comments, questions from council? Councillor Sambo.
Thank you, Your Worship, and through you to administration. Do we also need an alternate for that one?
I'm seeing shaking of heads, no. Okay. Okay, with that, then call for the vote. And that's carried unanimously. Thank you. Seniors Advisory Committee. So right now we only have one name that is being put forward for Seniors Advisory Committee. First of all, do we have anybody else that would like to add themselves to this committee? Councillor Schindler.
Yeah, I would like to add my name to this committee.
Okay, thank you. Okay, comments, question, sorry. Can I have a councillor make the following motion, please? Councillor Grant.
Thank you, Mayor. I would that council appoint Mayor Dean and Councillor Schindler to the Seniors Advisory Committee effective October 30th, 2025 until the October 2026 organizational meeting of council.
Comments, questions of council? Call for the vote. That's carried unanimously. Thank you. Okay, Lake and Watershed Committee. Can I have a councillor make the following motion, please? Councillor Sambo.
Thank you, Your Worship. I move that council appoint Councillor Worzanowski and Councillor Rantawa to the Lake and Watershed Advisory Committee effective October 30th, 2025 until the October 2026 organizational meeting of council.
Comments, questions from council? Call for the vote. That's carried unanimously. Thank you. Heritage Committee. Municipal Heritage Advisory Committee. Can I have a councillor make the following motion, please? Councillor Randawa.
Thank you, Your Worship. I move that the council appoint Councillor Grant and Councillor Sambo to the Chestermere Municipal Heritage Advisory Committee effective October 30th, 2025 until the October 2026 organizational meeting of council.
Comments, questions from council? Call for the vote. That's carried unanimously. Thank you. Next committee. Okay, thank you. So for this one, we are looking at preparing a terms of reference for an interfaith committee. The purpose of this committee is, a main purpose of this committee would be for us to look at each of our faith communities has been approaching council, as we know, for space. To gather, to be together, and so this is a common thing. And one of the things that we have seen in other municipalities is the opportunity for faith communities either to share a space or share a location, where they're sharing a parking lot, where there's multiple buildings on one location, those sorts of things. And so I think that because we've had so many of our leaders from our faith communities all reaching out to do this, we've been kind of meeting ad hoc, if you will. So the faith leaders from these different communities have been meeting with myself and some other members of council with regards to this. I thought that it would be appropriate to formalize this. And so again, the purpose of this committee would be to bring together the leaders from all the different background, faith backgrounds, to look at possibilities of what we can do with regards to space, and then some other opportunities for our interfaith groups to be able to work together in the community of Chestermere. So it's a very nonpartisan, non-favorite group, it's just very much bringing the leaders of all of our interfaith communities together for fruitful conversation with regards to that. So can I have a counselor make the following motion, please? Counselor Randall.
Thank you, Your Worship. I move that the motion that Council direct administration to prepare and outline the term of reference for the Chestermere Interfaith Committee and bring back to future meeting of Council.
Comments, questions from council? Call for the vote. And that's carried. Thank you. And then can I have the next motion, please? So for this, we'd be appointing Mayor Dean and Deputy Mayor Narayan. Nope, just Dean and Narayan. Thank you. Can I have Councilor make the following motion, please? Councilor Randhawa.
Thank you, Your Worship. I move that the Council appoint Mayor Dean and Deputy Mayor Narayan to the Interfaith Committee effective October 30th, 2025 until the October 2026 organizational meeting of Council.
Comments, questions from council? Call for the vote. And that's carried unanimously. Thank you. Next one, I believe, is I have next as police communications. And for this one, I have Deputy Mayor Narayan and Mayor Dean. Can I have a councillor make the following motion, please? Councillor Grant.
I move that council appoint Mayor Dean and Deputy Mayor Narayan to the Police Communications Committee effective October 30th, 2025 until the October 2026 organizational meeting of council.
Great, thank you. Comments, questions from council? Call for the vote. That's carried unanimously. Thank you. The next I have is Assessment Review Board. Can I have a councillor make the following motion, please? Councillor Sambo.
Thank you, Your Worship. I move that council appoint Councillor Schindler to the Assessment Review Board effective October 30th, 2025 until the October 2026 organizational meeting of council.
Great, thank you. With the passing of this motion, moving to legislative services, should this pass, then legislative services, would it be yourselves that would be getting Councillor Schindler any required documents or training information that he needs with regards to this? Because Councillor Schindler, do you already have the training for the Assessment Review Board? Okay, so no, you don't. So I just want to make sure that that happens afterwards. So that would be through legislative services would be the process for that. Great, thank you. Can I have motion's already been made? Can I call for the vote, please? That's carried unanimously. Thank you. Looking into legislative services, I don't think we need a motion for the comment I just made. I think that just happens, right, as a formal process for that you would be getting Councillor Schindler the required training information. Great. Thank you. Subdivision Appeal Board is what I have next. Great. It's already on the screen. Thank you. Can I have a councillor make the following motion, please? Councillor Grant.
I move that council appoint Councillor Narayan to the Subdivision Development Appeal Board effective October 30th, 2025 until the October 2026 organizational meeting of council.
Thank you. Can I get you to restate the motion, please?
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Josh. I motion that council appoint Deputy Mayor Narayan to the Subdivision and Development Appeal Board effective October 30th, 2025 until the October 2026 organizational meeting of council.
Great, thank you. Comments, questions from council. Councillor Sambo.
Thank you, Your Worship. Through you once again. I was sure that either the ARB or SDAB needed an alternate. Is it the SDAB?
No, because we had this before. We actually made a mistake on this the first time where we did appoint an alternate and then we had to take the alternate off. So yeah, because I was the alternate on SDAB and then I did all the training and then we found out that it didn't need to do that. It was a incredible 3 days of my life that I would love to have back. Any other comments or questions from council? Call for the vote. That's carried unanimously. Thank you. The next one I have is Mid-Sized Cities Mayor's Caucus. Thank you. Can I have a councillor make the following motion, please? Councillor Schindler.
I move that council appoint Mayor Dean and the deputy mayor as the alternate to the mid-sized cities Mayor's Caucus effective October 30th, 2025 until the October 2026 organizational meeting of council.
Great, thank you. Comments, questions of council? Call for the vote. That's carried unanimously. Thank you. Next one. I have Chamber as the next one. Yeah, so we have more people again. So we're going to be doing ballot voting on this one, secret ballot voting on this one. So can I have the ballots handed out to council, please? Okay, while Emily's working on those, can we move to the intermunicipal committees, please? So, just for everyone's reference here, what we're going to do for these, and purpose of this is to give then all of our deputy mayors an opportunity to have interaction on our intermunicipal committees. So that's why we're not saying Deputy Mayor Narayan, we're saying the Deputy Mayor. So that when the rotation changes, that we don't need to come back and make a change to our committees. It's just going to make it much more seamless. So it'll be the mayor and the deputy mayor to sit on our intermunicipal committees. So can I have a councillor make the following motion, please? Councillor Schindler.
I move that council appoint. I move that council appoint Mayor Dean and the deputy mayor to the Calgary Intermunicipal Committee effective October 30th, 2025 until the October 2026 organizational meeting of council.
Comments, questions for council? Councillor Warzanowski.
Thank you, Mayor Dean. I don't know if it really matters because you're our mayor for the next 4 years, but should we just remove mayor and leave it as deputy mayor, and that way we can leave this Calgary Intermunicipal Committee form the same for perpetuity unless the future council wants to change it?
They would change it anyway, so that's why.
Okay, then I'm okay with the motion as stated. Thank you.
Okay. Any other comments, questions? Call for the vote. And that's carried unanimously. And then I think we have one more intermunicipal because we would have the Rocky View intermunicipal. There we go. Oh, Here we go. Can I have a counselor make the following motion, please? Counselor Randalla.
Thank you, Your Worship. Council appoint Mayor Dean and Deputy Mayor to the Rocky View Intermunicipal Committee effective October 30th, 2025 until the October 2026 organizational meeting of council.
Comments, questions from council? Call for the vote. That's carried unanimously. Thank you. Ledge Services, where would you like to go next? Okay. We're going Intercity Forum on Social Policy. Can I have a counselor make the following motion, please? Counselor Sambo.
Thank you, Your Worship. I move that council appoint Deputy Mayor Narayan and to have Councillor Randa Hawa as the alternate to the Intercity Forum on Social Policy, effective October 30th, 2025 until the October 2026 organizational meeting of council.
Comments, questions from council? Call for the vote. And that's carried unanimously. Thank you. Ledge Services, where are we going next? Okay. Councillor Sambo, do you want to wait on this one? I think this was a holdover. Or Councillor Sambo?
That would be correct, Your Worship. I have not received that appointment.
Yeah, so we should hold off on that one. Correct? Okay. So I think the only one we got to go back to now is the results from the... Oh, sorry. Chestermere Emergency Management Committee. Okay. This is one. Do we have councillors that would like to be on the Chestermere Emergency Management Committee? I can be on this one. So you can put my name down for one. And do we have Councillor Sambo?
Thank you, Your Worship. I'm not putting my name forward through it, but maybe it'd be
Councillor
worth...
Sambo's on there. Good. Okay.
No, no, definitely not. I wonder if it'd be worth just taking a small recess to take a look at the distribution of committees, because it's not totally even right now.
Mr. Edney?
Thank you, Mayor Dean. I would also appreciate if we could recess before doing this motion, just to make sure it's consistent with our emergency management bylaw.
Okay. I like that reason.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. All I'm getting at, Councillor Sambo, is just being aware of us trying not to do council work, obviously, like during a recess and things like that. Whereas administration wanted to make sure that we're in line. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. So then, yeah, we will take 10 minutes. 10-minute recess, and we will come back at 10:45. Thanks, everyone. Good morning again, everyone. Thank you for your patience as we finalize our committee appointments here this morning. So first of all, we're going to go back to our emergency management committee that we were working on there just a moment ago. Administration has confirmed that it is one appointment and an alternate. So if we could go to that, please. And so we're going to actually make a change here. Council will appoint Councillor Randhawa and have Mayor Dean as the alternate. Thank you. Can I have a councillor make the following motion, please? Councillor Schindler.
I move that council appoint Councillor Randhawa and have Mayor Dean as the alternate to the Wheatland Regional Emergency Management Advisory Committee effective October 30th, 2025 until the October 2026 organizational meeting of council.
Thank you. Comments, questions from council? Call for the vote. That's carried unanimously. Thank you. Okay, so Ledge Services, you want to take the lead on this? And are we going to go back to Chamber then? Okay, going back to Chamber. Oh, yep. Oh, I saw it. Okay, can I have a councillor make the following motion, please? Councillor Randhawa.
Thank you, Your Worship. I move that the council appoint Councillor Wersnowski to the Chestermere Chamber of Commerce effective October 30th, 2025 until the October 26th organizational meeting of council.
Comments, questions from council? Call for the vote. That's carried unanimously. Thank you. And then I believe that we're going to have a change on one of our committees. So we'll just remove somebody and appoint somebody new really quickly. Can I have a councillor make the following motion, please? Councillor Schindler.
I move that council remove Councillor Sandbo from the Grant Adjudication Committee and appoint Councillor Grant.
Any comments, questions from council? I have not verified this or fact-checked this, but I want to say congratulations to Councillor Sambo on the shortest term served on a committee. I haven't fact-checked that, so maybe somebody else served shorter, but I just wanted to congratulate you on that. Any other comments, questions from council? Call for the vote. Where's it? It didn't work. Still didn't. Oh, there we go. And that's carried unanimously. Thank you. Okay. Did we get them all? That's a lot. We got all the committees? Did we get all the committees?
Yes, you got all the committees, Your Worship. Now, administration is also just looking for a motion to reappoint the public members to the Chester Municipal Heritage Advisory Committee because all of the public members' terms are expiring in the 2025 organizational meeting of council from when their original appointment was made.
Okay, great. Thank you. So can I have a councillor make the following motion, please? Councillor Warzanowski.
Thank you, Mayor Dean. Before I state the motion, just a question for council, and maybe we can do this at the next organizational meeting. For the public members, would it make more sense to change our TORs that their term doesn't align with the organizational meeting? That can be done at the first organizational meeting?
It doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't?
Yep. Correct.
Okay, so it is
Yep.
correct.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, I thought Emily suggested it is at the same time. Okay, I'll state the motion. Council reappoint the following public members to the Chestermere Municipal Heritage Advisory Committee effective October 30th, 2025. Audrey McDonald with a term ending December 31st, 2026. Stuart Hutchinson with a term ending December 31st, 2027. Connie Boisvert with a term ending December 31st, 2028. And Bill Peddleston with a term ending December 31st, 2028.
Comments, questions from council? Call for the vote. And that's carried unanimously. Thank you. Are there any other motions from administration?
Thank you, Your Worship. So administration, just as a point of order, is just going to look for a motion to direct administration to bring back all the board and committees' public member appointments to the November 25th regular meeting of council. This is if there's any vacancies at that time. This just gives administration time to advertise for these committees and prepare that for administration or for mayor and council.
Love it, because this is the question I was going to ask. So you guys are way ahead. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Legislative Services, Ms. Vandermeer.
Thank you through the chair to council. Unless council, of course, would like it to have a little bit more time, because that's only a few weeks, and bring it back to the December meeting.
That's probably a good idea.
I kind of like the November 25th so that we can get it going, and then figure out a timeline for when we can start appointing. So I think we take your recommendation here of this, because you guys are the ones doing the work on it, right? And then it'll give us an opportunity then to figure out the timeline for when we can get those appointed going into the Christmas season. Okay. Can I have a councillor make the following motion, please? Councillor Randhawa.
Thank you, Your Worship. I move that the council direct administration to bring back board and committees' public member appointments to the November 25th, 2025 regular meeting of council.
Great, thank you. Comments, questions from council? Councillor Warzanowski.
Thank you, Mayor Dean, and through yourself to administration, to you, Mr. Edney, is may I suggest that we also reach out to former members that have previously applied, and also ask the question if you'll be posting this online such that we can share this in the short time frame for advertising to get these committees filled.
Sorry. Just to be clear, what this is going to do is it's going to come back with what you just said is exactly what we should do on November 25th. Because what this is going to do is they're going to come back to us with all the vacancies where it's open, and then that's when we would do exactly what you're just saying.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so-
sorry, I thought you were looking to
No.
advertise now to fill the spots on 25th.
No.
and I misread that.
That's why I made the
Good.
comment from before.
Then ignore what I said.
No.
Keep it in mind.
Not ignore.
Keep it in mind.
That's exactly what we're going to be doing on November 25th. And I really like the idea of reaching out to some others that had previously applied and those sorts of things. I think there's a lot of merit in what you're saying there. That's exactly what's going to happen on November
Wait a second.
the
here.
25th.
To bring back board and committee public member appointments.
Yeah, so they're going to show us where the vacancies are. They're going to show us how long those terms are, and then we would be doing the appointments for vacancies after that.
At a future meeting of council, not the 25th.
No, on the 25th is when they're going to show us all this stuff.
New members potentially as well?
No,
Okay.
that's
It's not clear in this.
then after everybody would apply.
All right.
Okay,
That's fine.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, Councillor Sambo.
Thank you, Your Worship. I also find this not to be clear. Through you, could I offer a friendly to say public member vacancies? Is that the intent?
It's both. So they're showing the appointments. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I apologize.
That's clear.
Yeah. So can you just bring up the original motion? Because I think if just one word, I think will help.
Yes.
Okay. Appointments and vacancies.
Perfect.
Good? Does that help clarify that? Okay. I apologize. I didn't write this one down. Who made the original motion? Councillor Randhawa? Can I get you to restate the motion, please?
Thank you, Your Worship. I move that the council direct administration to bring back board and committees' public member appointments and vacancies to the November 25th, 2025 regular meeting of council.
Great. Thank you. And then Councillor Warzanowski, to your point, then the next thing that would happen would be perfect. Good? Thank you. Any other comments, questions from council? Call for the vote. That's carried unanimously. Thank you. Anything else?
Thank you, Your Worship. That was all the motions we were looking for.
Awesome. Okay. Great. Thank you. with that, we've come to the end of our agenda for the organizational meeting and the 100 motions that were needed to be made today. With that, then, I believe that we are at the end. So can I have the motion to adjourn the meeting, Councillor Rundell?
Thank you, Your Worship. I move that the council adjourn the meeting at 10:56 a.m.
Thank you. Call for the vote. Thank you, everyone, and we'll see you at our first meeting of council on Tuesday.